Let's see. I think we're live. It looks like we're live. No, it says November. That's weird. Oh, the thumbnail. All right. We're live. I can hear it. We're good. Lower the volume. Put the settings down. And then put on Do Not Disturb. Okay. So that will keep track of my screen. There we go. Okay, everybody. We are here. Oh, it dropped. No, it's still gonna drop. I'm gonna need a cake. Oh, it's always in the kitchen. Okay. 1 second, everybody. Let me share my stream. Copy in the Facebook group. Because I made a new Facebook group. But I'm not streaming in the Facebook group because I'm just not. I'm live creating my budget for February 2022. Working the Dave Ramsey baby steps. All right. Oh yeah, while disabled on ODSP. So it's a big thing. That's huge. Okay. So all right, that post in the group. Let me do this. Okay, so yeah, here's a thumbnail. This will be the thumbnail that I download and upload to the channel for February. So, I didn't, wait 1 second. I didn't get my budget ready. I usually get my budget ready. So my budget is usually ready before we do all of this. But because of the Facebook group, also that, and just because I'm doing things a little bit differently to keep myself motivated and on track of working the baby steps, I'm doing a Dave-ish plan now. I started rebuilding my credit. I have my wonderful new credit card from Capital One that I got in September. It's doing what a credit's supposed to do. It's rebuilding my credit. I have available credit. I use it for whatever I need in the month. I make sure I pay the minimum payment first, and then after that I add more money to my card, so I lower my balance and more available credit, and it keeps Capital One happy. While I have my 3-month emergency fund of $5,026, and then I'm saving for college. There's $900 in there. There was more, but we moved money around. It's a whole thing. I ended up moving money around to max out my retirement savings plan for 2021 because of qualifying for CERB. It's a whole, like, it's just a lot. We are like cleaning up from the pandemic, the best way to describe it. We're cleaning up from the pandemic. Chat is open, but I don't see it. Hey, hun. Hey, Leo. How you doing? Okay, so chat is open. Let me organize my screen in a way that I can see chat, see my budget, and if there's questions, put them in chat. Yeah. So like I've been following Dave Ramsey since 2017. I paid off $8,000 9 months of consumer debt with a bankruptcy consumer proposal because at the time it was the best option for me based on having my low income from Ontario Disability Support and being a self-employed business person where my income is commission based and living with a disability. A lot of factors go into this. It's just not one solid thing. It's many, but there's a plan. There's a plan I stick to every single day. There's a plan I make my life a little bit easier of living with my disability, making sure my disability is taken care of with doctor's appointments, medications, and accessing the health insurance plan from ODSP, and also having a checklist ready of doing what I need to do so that when I need to contact my ODSP caseworker, it goes smoothly. That is pretty much what it is. Um, yeah, I'm trying to load up my budget, but we're moving slow. All right, January, that's ready. Is this ready? Come on, it's moving slow. Why is it moving slow? Oh, it's trying to connect. Okay, reconnecting. It's the Google Doc. It's connecting. Well, Leo, if you're on here, did you read the title when you came here, or you just jump in and saw live? Because I'm here to do my budget for February. I'm on a journey to financial independence while disabled, and my big goal is to reach $1 million net worth. All right, is the budget ready? All right, let's share my screen for the budget. Okay, this should work, and then chat is over there. Okay, how's that look? All right. Right. Uh, okay, well, last month, I'll quickly review what I spent for last month, and then I will do February's budget. Wait, that's not. Trying to make everything smooth. Okay, I can see chat. How's it look? Okay, looks good. Okay. Okay, good. So, January, I spent $1,623. I still have to make my point. I made my appointment for the barber shop today. So that money I spend today at the barber shop, I may pick up my hot chocolate with whipped cream at the coffee shop and then come home. I may add $5 on my transportation. Yeah, so $50 comes out of my account for the barber shop. Barber tries to charge me like $45 and there's $5 left. Depending on where I am, it's either to the coffee shop, then home, or load my transportation. So yeah, basically another $50 added to this. So 1675 will be my month for January, what I've spent. It's not a whole lot. My spending is super boring. Like it's really really boring. Like I tried to make it more exciting, but it's not. Like pretty much I do my four walls, then I do my savings account and then investing. And then I'm not following Dave Ramsey exactly anymore. I stopped doing that once I filed a consumer proposal. I filed a consumer proposal 2019, and the pandemic happened. Then I had to figure out my qualification for CERB. And then once that was in place, I had to figure out my status with my disability benefits. And then here we are. Here we are is me back in college. I'm going to college to be an accountant. So that's going to be interesting because that starts in September. And part of the goal of saving is to save enough money that I can pay for college with cash. Because there's no student loans for college for me. Um, Yeah, so like that's pretty much my plan of I invest, I save, I go to school, I grow my business, and I do what I can to increase my registered disability savings plan first, and then my tax-free savings account after, and then my retirement savings plan. Like that's the order I invest, and that's the order it's laid out in my budget. And then my net worth, last time we checked, was like $45,000 net worth. So I'm 5% to a million. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What did I spend on groceries? Because I don't think I didn't spend that much on groceries, which is weird. I spent more on internet than I did on groceries. Actually, no, they're almost the same. Really? Okay, so my freezer is full with a number of items that I did not need to go grocery shopping all of the time, which is great. Which is super, super great of me spending $155 on groceries for the month of January. What did I spend in December? Uh, December, I spent $250 on groceries. And then November, I spent $516. That's why. So there will be a month I spend more on groceries, where a couple of months after I spend less on groceries. That makes sense. Because I remember November grocery shopping, I ended up buying that big family size of chicken thighs, and I was eating off of those because I was making a lot of stir fries, chicken fried rice, and then noodle stir fry, and then anything else. So yeah, that makes sense for December and January the way it looks. Like that makes perfect sense. All right, so I will make in the budget for my trip to the barber shop today because I have to cut my hair. And then right now we're going to make the budget for February. Okay, so February, we start planning for February. Not a whole lot's going to change in February, I can tell you that, except for that February is my birthday month. So in 10 days, 11 days, 10 or 11 days is my birthday. And then there'll probably be money from grandma. My rent went up. So rent went up to $914.89. And then tax credit, there'd be $31.65 coming in from the tax credit. With my income outside of my disability, I set a goal, like a minimum goal of what I would like to earn from my webcam earnings, because my webcam pays me commission based on sales. And then as I earn to the minimum threshold, they will pay me my paycheck based on my earnings. So I budget my I budget my income based on my goal, so I know I know how to plan what I want to spend in each category. It's not a typical budget. Most people who have a job and they get paid every 2 weeks, you roughly know every single week what your money is going to be. I don't. I know what my disability income is going to be, and then after that, we're hoping I make enough money from my webcam earnings to fill out the rest of my budget. So disability gives me 1454, $64.90 goes to the overpayment. Right. So like 1454 is the total amount I get from disability. They take $64.90 for the disability overpayment. Then they pay direct my landlord my rent, $914.89, and they send a payment to my electric bill of $86 every single month. Sometimes that's over, sometimes I have to call them and figure out why I have a credit on my account and can they issue me a refund. It's a whole thing. And then there's a tax credit that I get that I'm eligible for based on filing my taxes. Those are the monies that I know for sure come in the month. Those handle rent, insurance, electricity, internet, cell phone, some groceries, some transportation, and cutting my hair. That's why I spend that type of money. After that, so this is now February. This becomes February. Like a lot of this thing on this budget is, it makes sense to me of why it looks the way it does. It doesn't look like everybody's budget. If you're following other YouTube channel budgets on there, everyone does it their own way. I'm probably like, from what I watch for budgets, um, Canadian webcam model, commission-based income, disability. Everyone else, they have their own job or they're self-employed, but in America. I haven't found that many at all out there that are Canadian, self-employed. Yeah, it's just, I'm one of a kind. So let's figure out my budget so everything here makes sense. Okay, that's 10%. That's that. I think we can lower this to 300. This is 150, but I think it's going to be less. I'm not doing any giving in February. February is the whole purpose of making money and then saving my money so I can go to school in September. Over $28. Where's that? Is one of these categories. That's pretty much it. Hold on. Let me do it over here too. Okay, so that's 10%. That is 803. $803.17. All right, 914. This is 150. This becomes 300. Oh, transportation, we can lower that. Probably 15 on transportation. Or 10 on transportation. Oh, good. Okay. All right. We're done. Hold on. Every time I do my budget and it finishes so quickly, I find it very, very comical. Yep, we're done. Because the goal is to make $4,000 from webcam and $4,000 as an affiliate. So I always keep that number in there, and then the actual number comes in after I received it. And then there's fixed numbers. Fixed is disability income and disability tax, not disability tax credit. Tax credits. Ontario has interesting tax credits that you could be qualified for when you file your taxes. Like the whole thing about being Canadian, there's little extra tax credits you get just by filing your taxes. Yeah. Okay, so that comes there. This one is April. The next one is April. Okay, next one is February. Oh, nice. That's nice. I get a little tax credit before my birthday. Nice. Yeah. Savings. I have a lot of savings to do. And then I think these are the balances in my savings account. I'll check those offline. Yeah, and then pay down my credit card, and then we'll figure out about the disability overpayment. I'm not even sure anymore to pay it off that fast because they're getting their payments from my check. Disability is an odd one. Like, I hate having the overpayment, but the overpayment doesn't come out of the money I earn. It comes out of the money that they say I'm entitled to. So if my entitlement from disability is $14.54 and they say I owe them money, they just take out their payment from their own money. Yeah. So I'm not I'm just going to focus on earning my own money, and I do what I need to do with my money, and then after I take care of myself, I'll take care of the disability overpayment. It's just so much easier that way. And it took a while to figure this out because a lot of people on disability give bad advice. They do. They give super bad advice. I don't know why, but they do. They give super bad advice, and it doesn't help anybody at all when they give bad advice. Okay, so I have transactions for, okay, February. Okay, this is February here. That's my insurance. That should come out my account by now. Internet. I paid the internet 150, and then we'll adjust the bill if it's over 150 or under 150. Because I already paid that. Cell phone's already done. Electric bill, I'm going to have to call them. There's a credit on my account. My rent is paid for. Transportation, there's. Oh, we did. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Okay. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, spending $1,224.67 already. And that's just my basic living four walls expenses of. Okay, I change it. I change it from four walls to spending. Um, yeah. Next thing to do is earn more money as a webcam model. That is it. And then with that, webcamming, where's that little chart? Yeah, so I've earned $50, 57.36 from one of the campsites I work, but they won't pay me until it's over $100. And then when it's over $100, it goes into my business bookkeeping software. I calculate the foreign exchange fees, bank fees, then I put money towards taxes, then I put money into my investment accounts, then whatever's left over I spend on the business if it needs anything, and then the household. So yeah, just because I earn money doesn't mean I get my money, because it has to go to taxes, investing, the business, and then the household. Yeah, there's a whole thing. And yeah, but it be a whole lot better than working for somebody. Yeah, and then as a webcam model, I just limited my work. I decided to work two websites instead of four. I'm still active on four, but I focus on two, so I can at least have two of them pay me on a consistent basis, and then if I want to add more work, I could. But I'm probably not going to add more work. What else is there? Oh yeah, my schedule. Well, yeah, Monday class was canceled today. So here I am. So class was canceled today. I did my budget. Yeah, and then I made this wonderful Facebook group. I made this wonderful Facebook group for people that are on Ontario Disability Support Program, that are working, and that follow Dave Ramsey. It is super, super important that they fit this criteria, because I don't need people that complain about Dave Ramsey or complain about ODSP being in this group. This is people that focus on being intentional with their money, who want to build savings, get out of debt, and eventually reach a level where they have a fully funded emergency fund, and then they can actually save for their future, because the government is not going to save you. Like, waiting for Doug Ford or whoever to save you is never going to happen. Like, I took charge of that a number of years ago, and I'm teaching what I've been doing so that hopefully somebody follows the plan so they can have different results. Yeah, everything in this group pretty much teaches you everything Dave Ramsey in baby steps. The baby steps of Dave Ramsey, what it teaches you. Then it shows you exactly where in. Hopefully this loads up for me. Okay, wait, click. Can I click on it? Okay. So ODSP says a single person, no children, is allowed $40,000 of assets outside of exempt assets. So outside of exempt assets is the registered disability. Wait, no, outside of it. So outside. So outside is tax-free savings account, retirement savings account, a regular savings account, your checking account, and cash that you have on hand. Inside exempt assets that are protected. So the protected assets are your house, your car, the registered disability savings plan, your registered education savings plan, a trust that's usually under a Henson trust, Um, and then certain value of life insurance. Like there's certain things that ODSP says you can have it and we won't touch it. There's other stuff that ODSP says that if you have it and it's over a certain limit, we have to evaluate if you still qualify for ODSP. Great. I understand that. Great. How do I get to $40,000? I don't worry about what I cannot have. I only worry about what I can have. So if it says I can have $40,000, let's figure out how to get there. Then I figure out health insurance because I need my health insurance to cover my multiple sclerosis, my bipolar disorder, and anything else that comes up in the rest of my life. I know. Not everybody is able to do this. I know this. I know that not everybody is able to do this. But for the people that want to do something, this is something. Yeah. And I'm not going to complain about, oh, ODSP is below the poverty line and I can't do certain things. It's not designed that way. It's purposely designed to give you the bare minimum if you're lucky. It's an allowance. It can get cut off. Once you realize it's an allowance and it can get cut off, you need to figure out how to take charge of your own money. Oh, sorry for my I had to like totally went on a rant there. But that's just how it's set up. Like it's an allowance, it's determined by somebody else. And if you're gonna let somebody else control you and your finances, yeah, life is gonna be miserable. Probably the first things I learned about escaping abusive relationships, the sooner I take control of me, the less power these people have. Like, yeah, money in my own name, investments in my own name, going to school, get my degree so I could choose to work somebody else if I want to. Keeping my business. I'm not giving up my business for a job, and I'm not having money in my account because ODC says I can only have a certain amount. I want to make sure the certain amount that they say I'm allowed to have, I'm going to have it, and then we'll figure out what happens if I have more. If I have 40, great. I want 40. I'm not going to stop myself from having 40. I'm going to have my $40,000 and then we'll figure out what happens after $40,000. First rule, get to $40,000. Yeah, yeah. Like I want all of the money I'm allowed to have because I'm allowed to have it. And then we'll figure out everything else. All right, who else is in chat? Are there people in chat or I'm just talking to myself? Because I'm done my budget. I told you about the new Facebook group that I made for people that are disabled and want to follow the Dave Ramsey plan. It's not a group to complain about ODSP. It's not a group to complain about Dave Ramsey. It is a group for people that want to work the baby steps so that they can have options, they can be debt free, they can have their own savings, they can take care of their own families. Like I couldn't make it any more clear. Like I don't know how else to make it any more clear than that. But that is what we're doing. So 30 minutes, okay. Budget is done. My budget is like it's done. Like I already paid my rent, I paid my insurance, I paid the electric bill, the internet bill, the phone bill. I'm getting my hair done. And then groceries in the week, probably do some laundry, and then I work to make more money so I can beef up my savings for college. Cause that's the other thing. September, we're gonna talk about me paying for college with my own money, not student loan money, my money. And if I happen to qualify for grants, and grants are money that I'm not supposed to pay back because they're not a loan, they're granted to me as a gift from the government for being eligible for it, for having a disability, I'm going to access that money. Yeah. My rule is to access everything I'm eligible for and then make sure I'm eligible for what I'm eligible for and then handle it after. Yeah, I think that's it. It's been fun. It's been real fun. But you may have noticed things have changed a lot around here. The beginning of this, I was super stressed out. Super stressed. Now, breakfast, I made myself a breakfast sausage and egg sandwich. I had to save myself like $6 from going to McDonald's because I made my own breakfast. I made my own breakfast sausage, and it tastes pretty much the same. I mean, I was using Wonder Bread, but the cheese, egg, and sausage taste exactly the freaking same. Tasted exactly the same. Okay, I'm gonna log off. It's been fun. I will see you on the next one. I'm gonna work on in the month of making videos showing you how to navigate the rules of ODSP because it's like I think it's not that complicated. I only focus on what can I do, what can I have, and what can I access. That is how I deal with it. I don't need to know what I can't, I need to know what I can do being disabled, being recognized as disabled. What do I access? If there's programs and services that are claiming to help me who's black, disabled, female, and the line of work that I do, I need to know who those people are and what can they do for me. That if you're making this organization that says you're here to help me, then you're going to help me. End of discussion. That is all. Yeah. So I will see you guys on the next one. I can rant on this forever. Smooches. Bye.